My name is Patrick Harding and I'm a performance coach in sport, but specifically with Alex Albon in Formula 1.
I am George, I'm 25. I am absolutely not a Formula 1 driver, but I will give it my all and maybe I'll get somewhere that's not embarrassing.
So what we're going to be testing today are 3 key components of fitness in Formula 1. So we're going to look at aerobic capacity through VO2 max test. We're going to look at neck strength and endurance through some neck strength testing and some endurance testing, as it sounds. And then we're also going to look at some cognitive load testing and decision making through some reaction speed testing.
Apprehensive, but I'm just more intrigued to see how I actually do in comparison to someone who is a top level athlete who's got a crazy job. So I'm intrigued to see where me not being able to drive and with a very average fitness base can reach. I've got no driving experience. I can hardly drive a car, so there we go. I've still got provisional. Have you seen a big difference from working with Alex all those years ago to now?
From my point of view, he's probably one of the fittest drivers on the grid. He is somebody who makes a direct correlation between his physical conditioning and his ability to perform. The neck side of things in terms of G-force load is probably one of the more unique things about Formula 1. What we're going to look at today is what your maximum strength capacity is in your left and right side flexion, so left and right, because that's the load that happens when we're cornering. And then we're going to look at your extension, and again, that's the force that's applied when you brake. Probably about 2.5, 4.5, 4.5, and a 5G corner in a row. One sequence through there is about 105 kilos through his neck. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Oh, that's quick.
Yeah, it's a quick one. 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh. Our season generally kicks off in January. We'll do a 2-week pre-season training camp somewhere. We have been heading to LA quite a bit over the last couple of years, and for obvious reasons. We get a good camp in there, 2-3 weeks worth of aerobic based training, hypertrophy work in terms of putting a little bit of muscle mass on them. And then through the season, it's really an exercise in energy management. The travel calendar is intense. He lives in Monaco, Sim is in the UK. It's 24 races, 120, 130 flights a year, so big travel. So again, it's managing energy and fitting in the training that he feels like he needs when he needs it, but also knowing that managing and conserving his energy across those down periods is equally as important. On the grid, lights out to clutch drop, we have a target for Alex of about 200 milliseconds. Good work, well done. You've got quite a delicate touch. On to test number 2, you're going to have 4 lights come on. You only need to find the green, okay? They'll be all different colors except one will be green, and that's the one that you're looking for. Go. So we're going to challenge you in terms of putting these on, reducing your visual field input, and then doing both tests again, and we'll just see how much you drop off.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm going to be worried if you're actually quicker.
Yeah.
Try on these bad boys.
Rebounds, to be fair.
I can see a sponsorship deal coming,
yeah,
that's for sure.
Partnership in
yeah, absolutely.
A really intense rave.
Cool. The average speed in between wasn't massively dropped off, but you can see you went from 3 missed pods to 16 missed pods. Imagine when Alex is in car, wet track or a drying track, and he's got that spray, or it's somewhere like Spa where there's a lot of bugs around and those bugs are hitting his visor strip.
That's about 20 seconds worth of a test, and they do that for ages, 52 laps or whatever it is now.
What do we say? 18 corners, changeable conditions, changeable tires, track evolution, defending, attacking, alternating strategies, giving feedback, doing all of that, but still maintaining the accuracy.
Nervous.
So we've just started our VO2 max test. It's a maximal exertion test, so George's going to continue to ramp the level of exertion on the bike until he can't ramp anymore, and at that point we'll measure the amount of oxygen he's utilising, and that'll give us a VO2 max score, which we can benchmark against some of our drivers and some other athletes as well. Good work. 15. Okay. Done. Good work.
Rough as toast. No good.
All right, let's look at your scores. I'm actually really impressed, mate, to be fair. Nothing else is as important as what you're doing. Unfortunately, that means family, that means partners, that means hobbies. It's a single-minded obsession with getting better, having beliefs around personal responsibility and ownership over your own journey and commitment and intention and work ethic. It's got to be driven by something that's much more deeper than enjoyment, which which is love, really.
Hey, it's Jake here, about to hop on the train to London with a very quick message. If you enjoyed this short video, then please become a pro member right now on the High Performance YouTube, and you can see the full episode of our amazing insight into Williams as they prepare for a 2026 season that could define that team. Honestly, the insight is fascinating. So hit pro right now, become a pro member of High Performance here on YouTube. See the full thing. I know you'll love it.